let's get us woken up. So just start jogging on the spot for me, just slightly. Just gonna move your body. Try and wake it up. Their mind needs waking up. Late night watching scary movies. Melissa, yeah, I got my granddaughter to know. Oh yeah, no, that's okay. Don't worry. Okay, so standing nice and still, core nice and tight. We're going to do nice big arm circles forward. So when you go to the top there, really reach up to the ceiling. Make sure you're getting a lot of movement in that shoulder socket. Easy for me to say. Good, then come backwards for me. Good, and the same arm, bringing it across your chest, holding it above your elbow joint. Just really pull it in towards you so you're feeling that stretch in your chest. Good, up and over your head. Again, pulling just above your elbow joint so you're feeling the stretch down the sides and into your triceps. Good, relax and let's do the other side. Nice big arm circles forward. Good, and backwards for me. Oh no, I've got to run outside the door. Arm across your chest. I'm honestly going to do some work on the main road. Oh dear. Good, up and over your head. Pull down, just above your elbow joint. Good, arms up, just do some torso twists for me. Good, hands behind your back. And what I want you to do, clasping your hands together, pushing up through your chest. Bringing them shoulders back as much as you can. Good, then hands round to the front, arms up nice and straight, head down, and just push forward so you're getting a bit more of a stretch in your shoulders. Good. Relax. Let me just turn the heater off now. It's getting warm. Okay. So for lower back and hamstrings, feet together. And what I want you to do is kind of lean right forward. Just relax down. And then hands go into the back of your calves. And I want you to pull yourself down to your legs. And you should get that stretch all in the back of your hamstrings and the back of your calves. Just pull yourself as close to your legs as you can. And then slowly roll up. Put your hands in the lower part of your back. And I want you to lean all the way back. Just trying to keep that spine flexibility. Good. And come forward again. Nice and slow. Reach down your legs. Pull on the back of your calves. Pull yourself into your legs. Get that stretch in your hamstrings. Good. Slowly roll yourself up. Hands in the lower part of your back. Lean all the way backwards for me. Good, and come up. Okay, so hands interlocked together. Push them out. Arms nice and straight up and over your head for me. So really push up towards the ceiling. Get that really good stretch in your forearms, in the tops of your arms and down your sides. Really keep pushing up. Then we're going to take it to one side. Try and keep your hips away from you, so the way that you're going, push your hips the other way, so that you get a really good stretch down your side. It's so hard to talk when you're stretching. Go back to centre and go the other way for me. Good. Feet a little bit wider. What we're going to do is try to go down to touch the floor. So nice and slowly roll down. Go as close to the floor as you can, but I want you to keep your legs straight. Okay, so lock your legs out and just try and get them as straight as you can for me. So push your hips up to the ceiling so that you can feel a really good stretch in your hamstrings. Good. So we're going to go from one side. So the leg that you're leaning over, bend, your other one straighten out completely and push up to the ceiling. And then swap sides. Come over to the other side, straighten your other leg, push your hips up. And again, swap over, leg straight, push your hips up. And again, move over. Good, down to the floor for me. So, while you're on all fours, I want your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. If I'm showing you from the side, what I want you doing is kicking out and coming round in a big circle with your hip, okay? So obviously your hips are socket, so it's moving around that socket, like that. So do 3 on one side, 3 on the other. Really straighten your leg out behind you. Go round. So once you've done both sides, move over again, do it again. Good, and again, last time on the other side. Good. While we're in this position, another one, really good one for your lower back, we're going to do cat-cow. So again, knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. You're pushing up through the floor. You're going to be looking at your hips and really round your back as much as you can, so you're getting that real good arch and stretch into your lower back. Good, then what I want you to do is lift your head up, your chest up and your bum up, so you're letting your lower back sink. Really push your hips up. You should feel like I can feel that stretching my abs at the front and my lower back. Good, and again for me, come up. Good, open your chest up, hips up. Good, we're going to do that once more, so look at your hips, push through the floor. Good, and open your chest up, push your hips up. Good, just relax a second, just come off your hands. I'm quite aware that we do a lot of stuff on your hands before wrists start hurting. So we're just going to do one for our hamstrings while we're on the floor. Your legs are meant to be straight in this position. My hamstrings are terrible, they're not. So just do what you can. So from this position, where we've just been, I want you to curl your toes under at the back. You push your bum up to the ceiling, okay? So from there, my legs are pretty straight, but my ankles aren't down on the floor. I'm feeling that stretch in my hamstrings. So what we need to do is bend one leg and straighten the other, trying to push that heel down into the floor. So you should be getting a really good stretch down one leg. And then we're going to swap over, bend the other, while the other one's straight, and keep swapping over, so you're getting a really good stretch into your hamstrings and your calf. Good, and come down. Oh, fingers. Okay, so from the front, I want you to lie completely flat on the floor. Okay, hands are by the side of your chest, and I want you to push up. Try and straighten your arms, look up. So again, you should be feeling this in the front of your abs, in your lower back. Good, then I'm going to come back into child's pose. So knees just slightly apart. You're kind of sitting down onto your ankles, arms are nice and straight in front of you. And you're going to pull out, sink down so that your head's on the floor, arms are nice and straight. And you should be feeling that stretch in your shoulders, down your sides. Try and keep your bum down as much as you can. Good, and take one arm underneath, so my left arm's going underneath my right. My left hand is facing upwards, so my palm's facing the ceiling. I'm just going to sink down over my arm again. Give my shoulder another good stretch. Good, swap sides. And my right arm's going under now, right palm facing up. Other arm stays nice and straight, and we sink down over it. Good, and come back to the centre. And what I want you to do is kind of move to the side, and then try and get nice and low again, so you're feeling that stretch in your sides. Good. Come back to centre for me. Go the other way. Try and get nice and low. Arms nice and straight still. Good. Back to centre. Stripper pose, as I like to call it, but it's actually frog pose. I've always called it stripper pose. So knees a little bit wider for me, so well, quite a bit wider. And then I want your feet facing out, so I know you can't probably see my foot from there, but my foot's facing out, so it is like you're in a frog position really. But from there, pushing back onto your hips, and again, arms nice and straight in front of you. Then you're stretching your hips, all the inside of your legs. Stay nice and low in that position for me. I have to bring the tone down somewhere. Good, and come up, bring your knees in, sit on your bums. I always feel like I'm at school when I tell you to sit on your bum. Okay, so while you sit on your bum, feet together, kind of squeeze yourself in towards your feet as much as you can. Hands on your ankles, elbows on your knees, and you're pushing your knees out, okay? So you're trying to almost try and get your legs flat to the floor. Oh, sorry, I've got hay fever. Eyes are itching this morning. Good, bring your legs in. Go again for me, push out. Morning Julie, yeah it's fine, catching up late. It's fine. Really push down on your legs. Really trying to open them hips up. Good, bring them back in. We're just going to do it once more. Feet on your ankles, elbows on your legs, and just push. Push down as much as you can. Good. Okay, so I'm going to tell you his right and left leg here. So if you want to follow what leg I'm doing, just so it doesn't kind of get confusing, then that'd be great. Normally I'm not particularly bothered as long as you do both legs, but it's just easier for me if I tell you which leg's where. So, from this position, hands behind you, I'm going to put my right leg over my left, and I'm going to bring my left leg up. So, pulling my right leg a little bit closer to me. Left leg as much in as I can. So it's almost like you're sitting in a cross leg position, but your body's still upright. So you should be feeling that then. So my right leg's up, so I'm feeling that in my right bum cheek. Okay, push your knee away from you to kind of increase the stretch. Good, then we're going to go flat to the floor, lie flat. Your right leg's still over your left. I want you to reach through your legs, grab your left leg round the thigh and pull that in nice and tight. Again, you should be feeling that in your right hip. Keep pulling it close to you. Get that stretch in. Good, then come up. Right leg still stays over, but what you're going to do is kind of go into a bit of a cross-legged position. So your left leg comes up at the side of you. You're going to push yourself forward so your knees are nearly in line. Your feet are at the side of you. And again, you're sitting upright and you can feel that in your right bum cheek. I can feel it pulling a little bit into my hamstring as well. That's probably because they're just that tight. Good. Right leg still forward, untangle yourself. Right leg forward, left leg goes right behind. You're going to come up slightly. So you might have seen this one on my social media that I did. So your leg's flat out behind you. And I want you to try and get as low down as you can over that leg. So you're stretching that right hip. It's quite hippy, this one. So your leg's straight behind you. Your right one's still curved up in front of you. Good. And come up onto your right foot, still in front. Nice and upright. And I want you to do kind of a low lunge. So from here, you're going to move forward. Try and keep your chest up. And try and get as low down as you can, pushing through your hips. So you should feel this stretch now on your left leg at the front. Good. Relax. Back down to the floor. We've got the other side to do now. So, left leg over right. Right leg comes up. Left leg. That's it. So push your left knee out. So you're feeling that stretch in your left side this time. The left side's a lot worse for me, so if you hear me moaning in a minute, when we do the cross-legged one, it's a lot worse. Okay, so lie back, reach through for your right leg and pull it in nice and close to you. Again, try and keep your knee away from you so you're getting that better stretch in your hip. Good, come up. Ooh. So my right leg, left leg is still over my right. Right leg comes underneath. So like I say, I'm in. Oh, stretching position. Did tell you this side was where it is. So I'm feeling that now. On my left hip, try and keep your legs close to you. Getting that nice stretch down there. Good. So keeping your left leg in front, right leg goes behind. Come up so that your right leg is flat behind you. And just try to move down as much as you can over your hip to get that stretch. And come up, like I say, left leg still in front. I've moved forward a bit, so I'm just moving back. Left leg in front, and low lunge to get that stretch in your right hip at the front. Good, relax, slowly come up, and that is our Sunday stretch, done. So quite a lot of hip work in this one, just to change it up for you, hip and lower back. Hope you feel the benefits of it, let me know. Don't forget, I want weight check-in